Where can you get the best views of the Smoky Mountains? Today's video will look at the 10 best places to get great photos and views of the Smoky Mountain National Park. Welcome to Bear Facts, where we explore the Smoky Mountains one bear fact at a time. So these locations are not going to be rated in any order. I've selected them based on popularity and accessibility, intentionally leaving out places that require hours of climbing or aren't as accessible for the average visitor. If you have any suggestions or other places that I have not listed, please feel free to add them in the comments below. Number 10, the Space Needle. If you've ever seen a picture of Gatlinburg, one iconic building stands out. It's called the Space Needle, and it's smack dab in the middle of Gatlinburg. Open to the public in 1970, you can find stunning views of the Smoky Mountains by taking an elevator to the top of the 407-foot building, where you can get a 360-degree view of the surrounding mountains. The elevators to the Space Needle are within the building attached to the back of Ripley's Believe It or Not. To actually get to the elevator, you need to walk through the arcade and purchase tickets either online or at the counter inside. The price is $19.95 for adults and $9.95 for children. They have 2 elevators that will take you to the top. In the earlier years, you could actually walk to the top, but sadly for some, that isn't the option anymore. Once you reach the top, the view is spectacular. On a clear day, you can see for miles around. Number 9. Clingmans Dome. Clingmans Dome is inside the Smoky Mountain National Park, and though it's technically free to enjoy for everyone, you do need a parking permit to park your car if you plan on staying more than 15 minutes. The park passes can be purchased online or at one of the main visitor centers. The views from a parking area are really spectacular, and if you can't or don't want to walk any further from your car, it will still be worth the trip to the attraction. If you do decide to take the trek up the trail to the observation center, it's another half mile to the top. The views are even more breathtaking from the top and are worth the short yet exhausting hike. Because Clingmans Dome is the highest point of elevation in the park, you might quite literally be standing in a cloud. To make the most of your visit, make sure to check the forecast ahead of time. The main road to Clingmans Dome is closed to vehicles in the winter, but guests can hike year-round. Number 8, Anakista. Opened in 2017, Anakista is one of the more recent additions to the Gatlinburg area. The attraction is 70 acres of land, 600 feet above Gatlinburg, and accessible by 2 means, the gondolas and a shuttle service. For $35, you can gain access to this mountain of attractions. There are a plethora of activities included in your admission price. The treetop skywalk is an incredible experience. The suspension wood plank bridge is 880 feet long and over 50 to 60 feet above the air. Definitely not for people who fear heights. And the views at the top of Anakista are breathtaking. You can gain an even better view from the Anakista Tower, which is 60 feet high and gives you a 360-degree view of the city and mountains below. Keep in mind that this last part of the attraction is not handicap accessible. There are 86 steps to the top. Number 7, Foothills Parkway. There isn't much that can beat the spectacular views of the Smoky Mountains from the Foothills Parkway. The foothills run about 17 miles from US 17 to US 321, and there is another 5.6 mile stretch from I-40 south to US 320 near Cosby. The 2 parts are not connected, but both offer great vantage points and are areas you can pull over to take photos. The parkway runs along a ridgeline that gives spectacular views from either side of the road at different points. The best part is that there is no cost for these views. You can stop and pull over at many of the different places along the way. One thing to note is that there are no bathrooms or gas stops on the route. Number 6, Sky Bridge. Opened in 1954 and one of the oldest attractions in the Gatlinburg area, the Sky Bridge sits up on the top of a mountain across Anakista. Like Anakista, you will need to take a chairlift to the top. where you get striking views of the mountains from the observation areas or the glass bottom suspension bridge. And if you're not comfortable with heights and feel that the bridge is too much for you, there is a walking path that takes you around to the other end of the bridge. Since 2016, after the fire that devastated the area, the Skybridge has been working on rebuilding and expanding their operations. The bridge, concession area, and Tulip Tower are all part of this expansion. You can purchase tickets online and avoid the lines or in person at the guest services at the bottom of the mountain. The cost will vary depending on the day of the week or year, but it will end up costing between $35 to $45 before tax. Number 5, Cades Cove. For 11 miles, you can stay in the comfort of your vehicle and traverse this extremely popular attraction. Though Cades Cove doesn't offer the traditional scenic views of the mountains, you still get amazing vistas and the opportunity to see more wildlife, including bears and deer. Cades Cove has horse riding, camping, and many different hiking trails. The main reason for its popularity is it's accessible for everyone. You can stop and get photos along the way and never need to leave your car. Cades Cove is inside the Smoky Mountain National Park, and if you plan on just driving through, it will be completely free. If you plan on parking your vehicle, you will need to purchase a park pass. Number 4, Blue Ridge Parkway. Not to be mistaken with the Foothills Parkway, the Blue Ridge Parkway connects the Shenandoah National Park to the Great Smoky Mountains National Park, stretching 469 miles from Rockfish Gap, Virginia, to Cherokee, North Carolina. This stretch of road will give you far more than an awesome view of the Smoky Mountains, but many other scenic opportunities as well. Number 3, Forbidden Caverns. Now, I never claimed all the views are going to be from above the mountains. Some of the best views will be found below the mountains. The Forbidden Caverns gives you the opportunity to walk below and through a vast cavern system under the Smoky Mountain region. Though it isn't inside the park itself, the caverns give you the experience of being below these vast, majestic mountains and rivers. The channels were created by waters and riverways that you can see from the surface and are still being carved to this day. The cost to get in is $20, and you will take a 55-minute guided walk up and around the accessible part of the caverns. Though most of the guided tour is level and even ground, there is a section of stairs that you will need to take about 50 stairs down, but not up. Be aware that due to these stairs, this attraction is not handicapped accessible. Number 2, the Smoky Mountain Wheel in the Island. The wheel is in the island, and it's one of the most iconic images in the Pigeon Forge area. The wheel spans the height of 200 feet with 42 climate-controlled cabins. It's one of the most comfortable places to get a view of the mountains from Pigeon Forge. The wheel is inside the island, a shopping, dining, entertainment attraction that is free to park and enter. Inside, there are many other activities that you can pay to enjoy, or you can just walk around and enjoy the sights at no cost to you. The trip around the wheel will cost about $17 for adults and take about 8 to 10 minutes for a full rotation. The views from the top are fun and interesting. Number 1, Route 441. So I have saved the best for last, since you're going to get the best views of the park from inside the park. For those who want to enjoy the park from their car or get out and take one of the hundreds of trails inside, there are more than enough opportunities for either of these types of sightseers. Route 441 is the main artery of the park, linking Gatlinburg to Cherokee through the 35 miles of road that cuts through the park. Through this pass, you get to stop along the way to see many wonderful sights from Chimney Tops, Newfound Gap to Clingmans Dome. Many visitors drive this stretch to enjoy views of the crystal clear creeks and waterways, or take in the breathtaking views of the Blue and Green Mountains. It's a trip worth taking if you're looking for the best views. Though that concludes my list, there are many places that I have not brought up that you might feel need to be included in that list. Please feel free to add to this list and give your thoughts on areas you enjoy when visiting the Great Smoky Mountains. As always, I hope you have enjoyed this video. If you have enjoyed the video, please click the like button and subscribe to our channel so more people can find our videos. Also, click the notification button if you want to be informed when we release more new videos.